Welcome back to the third and final part of our series in creating a custom date calculator in Bash. And in this part, we're going to be combining what we have learned in part one and in part two into a single script. So let's go on ahead and start. So I'll create the script file. I'll give it a name of date cal. So touch date cal.sh, enter. And let's vim into that file, vim date cal. There we go. First line, shebang, bin bash. That tells the location of my bash, which the system is going to use to run my script. The first thing we want to do is obtain the arguments from the terminal. And the first one, we're going to name date1. Date1 equal $1. Second one, date2, $2. Third argument is going to be named up, which is equal to $3. It's going to have three options: if, greater than, or less than, depending on what you want to do. Second thing we need to do is extract those strings, those characters from our string, from our input strings. At the same time, we need to enter our custom dates into the date tool so we can convert them into seconds, so we can calculate the difference between them and eventually get the answer. So I'll go ahead and type date. Let's give those variables a name first. Say val1 equals, I'm gonna put a dollar sign, open close parentheses, go back in, date hyphen v, and I'll put these curly braces as placeholders for now. So hyphen v curly braces, then year for year, space hyphen v, curly braces, m for month, hyphen v, curly braces, then d for day. That's just going to be for the first date. And for the second date, it's going to be val2 2 goes to, so date hyphen v, hyphen v, the close curly braces. Now, if you can remember, on the first part, we used character extraction. So that's what we're gonna use here now to extract those characters. Oh, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Okay, so for the year starts from character at position 0 to the character at position 3. So as you remember, after the curly brace, what follows is the name of the variable, then semicolon, then the position of the character, the first character where you want to extract, which in this case is 0, then followed by another colon, then the number of characters you want to extract. So for the year, we want to extract 4 characters. So I'm going to put 4. Now for the month, the first character is going to be from the 5th position, because on the 4th position, that's where a hyphen will be located. A hyphen or a forward slash, depending on what you chose, on what format you chose. So, okay, it's going to be a hyphen V curly brace, name of the variable, colon, position 5, colon, number of characters 2. And last one, it's going to be from position number 8. Oops. Position 8. Oh, name of the variable first, date 1. Position number 8 to the last one. So I can just leave it blank like that, because it's gonna extract from that position to the end. So we'll do the same with the second variable, val2, date 2, 04, date 2, 5, 2, third one, date 2, colon 8. There we go. So we already have our custom dates inside the date tool, so we can convert them now into seconds. Now what follows next, we will switch between the 3 options of the third argument. So as you said before, can be either difference, which will be denoted by diff, or greater than or less than, which will be denoted by GT and LE respectively. So we'll be using a switch statement in this case. And the syntax goes like this: case, $, the switching variable, followed by enter. So the first case, let's say GT for greater than, enter. And we'll give the result to the variable called result equal dollar sign, parentheses, val1 greater than val2. So it's going to check whether val1 is greater than val2, and it's going to echo back the answer to the variable result. Let's close out of that first case. Second case is going to be less than. Enter. Same, we're going to give the result to the variable result. I'm going to check val1 less than val2. Misspell. Okay, val2 1. Close parentheses, semicolon. The third option will be diff. And in this case, we're going to check whether date 1 is greater than date 2 and vice versa, so we do not get a negative result. If val1 is greater than val2, then result will be equal to val1 minus val2 divided by 60 times 60 times 24. So this will convert the seconds into number of days. Else, if it's the other way around, result is going to be equal to val2 minus val1 divided by 60 times 60 times 24, close parentheses, close the if statement, and close the case statement. And the last case is going to be the default one, which is going to give this statement to the result. So result, it's going to be equal to no option selected, in case you forgot to enter the third argument. It's going to echo back no option was selected. So let's go on ahead and close the case statement. So now that we're done with that, all we need to do is echo back the answer. So we're going to type echo result. And one thing I forgot to do is actually converting the date we passed into the date tool into seconds. So I can do that by adding a few characters at the end of this command. So insert plus percentage sign and s plus percentage s. Okay, so if we have done everything correctly, our script should be able to give us the correct answers. So let's put that to the test. I give it a name of datecal.sh. Let's input the first date. Let's say 20, oops, not 40, 2020. And 0401, second date, 2025, again 04. And the third diff. Permission denied. Wow, okay. So we need to change the permissions to this file so we can execute it. So let's see now. Change mode plus X, name of the file. And now, if we try it, it should work. An error. Okay, what did we do wrong? It says adjustment cannot apply adjustment to that. Okay. Okay, so I seem to have found the error in several places in our code. So outside the curly braces, we need to add dollar signs. That's what we need to do. Dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. sign. Okay, let's try this one more time. Same command. Another error. This time it's a syntax error near an exported token that line 22. Line 22, line 22, line 22, line 22, line 22. What's going on line 22? Okay, yeah, so replace that with that. Try it again. Ha! It echoed back result. So yeah, we also need to add a dollar sign before result. There we go, 1,826. That is not the correct answer. Those are too many days. 2020. No, actually, it is the correct answer. Let's try another date. Let's try another date. Uh, let's see, an earlier date, 2025. 2020, 2025, 2025, 2025. Let's say March. Yes, that's more like it. 31 days. So yeah, there we go. We have our script working. So the second part of our script, instead of using diff, let's use a greater sign option and see if it's going to tell us the correct answer. And that's going to be GT. And the answer is 0, which is correct because March of 2025 is not greater than April of 2025. So let's do the opposite. The same dates. Let's say less than LE. And it's going to give us back 1, which is true because March of 2025 is less than April of 2025. So there we go. We got our script work. Now I need to address that you can use simpler methods, more compact methods to make calculations inside Bash using other tools, but I just wanted to keep it as basic as possible so you can absorb the actual Bash syntax which is used in calculations and things of the sort. Like for instance, instead of trying to check whether one date is greater than the other date, we could just use the Bash calculator. Yes, where you can just use apps, and that's going to give you whether the answer is negative or positive. It's still going to give you a positive answer. So yeah, I think we're done. And that will be it for this 3-part series of creating the custom date calculator in Bash. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment below.